సురేష్ ఎంటర్టైన్మెంట్స్ ఈ చిత్రాన్ని రిలీజ్ చేయడం అనేది మనందరికీ ఇంకా ఇంకా స్పెషల్ విషయం అని చెప్పాలి. సో కాకపోతే ఈ సినిమా ఆల్రెడీ మలయాళంలో సూపర్ డూపర్ బ్లాక్ బస్టర్ అయ్యి సూపర్ కలెక్షన్స్తో ముందుకు వెళ్తుంది. బోలెడన్ని రికార్డ్ నంబర్స్ వస్తూ ఉన్నాయి ఎవ్రీడే. సో అక్కడ ఆల్రెడీ బ్లాక్ బస్టర్ అనే చిత్రాన్ని మనందరి తెలుగు ప్రేక్షకులు మిస్ అవ్వకూడదు అనే ఉద్దేశంతో సో ఏషియన్ సురేష్ ఎంటర్టైన్మెంట్స్ చథా పచ్చా సినిమాని మన ముందుకు తీసుకొస్తున్నారు. సో నాకు తెలిసి స్పోర్ట్స్ జాన్రా అనేది ఎప్పుడు కూడా ఎవర్ గ్రీన్, ఎప్పుడు ఆ జాన్రాలో ఎలాంటి ఇమోషన్తో వచ్చినా ఆ సినిమాలు బ్లాక్ బస్టర్ అయిపోతూ ఉంటాయి. సో అలాంటిది ఈసారి రింగ్ ఆఫ్ రౌడీస్, రింగ్లో చాలా రెజ్లింగ్ చేయబోతున్నారు. అండ్ ఒక్క స్పోర్ట్స్ అనే కాకుండా ఐఎమ్ ష్యూర్ ఈ సినిమాలో చాలా చాలా డిఫరెంట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఇమోషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. అండ్ ఐ థింక్ ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ఐ షుడ్ ఇన్వైట్ the three of these gentlemen here. Thank you so much for coming. Roshan Matthew garu, Vishak garu and Ishan garu. Heartiest welcome to you. And I think we are missing Arjun garu also here today. So ikkada nunche Arjun gariki kuda hi cheppestunnamu. And veella naluguru chaala chaala important roles lo main leads ga mana munduku vachestundi ee cinema. So veella nalugurlo friends evaru, antagonist evaru idantha meeru cinema chusin tarvata baga ardham avutundi. Trailer chusin tarvata kuda ardham avutundi. So manandariki Advait Nair garu ee chitraanni చాలా చాలా బ్యూటిఫుల్గా మలిచి, అంటే ఒక థియేట్రికల్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ మనకు కావాలి అని అనుకున్నప్పుడు ఎవ్రీథింగ్ మ్యాటర్స్ కదా. మనకి సినిమా స్క్రీన్ పైన ఎలా ఉంది అండ్ రెజ్లింగ్ కొరియోగ్రఫీ అయితే ఐఎమ్ ష్యూర్, నేను యాక్చువల్లీ చూడడం జరిగింది సినిమా. ద రెజ్లింగ్ కొరియోగ్రఫీ ఐ జస్ట్ లవ్డ్ ఇట్. ఇట్ ఈస్ సో ఆథెంటిక్. అఫ్ కోర్స్ మలయాళం సినిమాలు అంటేనే వెరీ వెరీ ఆథెంటిక్ అప్రోచ్ ఉంటుంది. బట్ ఇది మాత్రం మీరు ఆన్ స్క్రీన్ చూస్తే యూ విల్ కంప్లీట్లీ బీ ఇన్ టు ద రింగ్ అనమాట. సో అంత అద్భుతంగా ఈ చిత్రాన్ని మన ముందుకు తీసుకొచ్చారు. అండ్ మై మోస్ట్ ఫేవరెట్ ఫ్రమ్ ద ఫిల్మ్, ట్రైలర్ చూసాక చెప్తా, ఆఫ్టర్ వాచింగ్ ద ట్రైలర్. సో మనందరం తెలుగు ఆడియన్స్ కోసం తెలుగు ట్రైలర్ని ఇప్పుడు ప్రజెంట్ చేయడం జరుగుతోంది. సో చథా పచ్చా ట్రైలర్ ఆన్ స్క్రీన్ చూసేద్దాము.
ఇంగ్లీషా? భయపడకండి, నేను బాగానే నేర్పించాను. కొన్నేళ్ల క్రితం వాటర్ పని మొదలు పెట్టాలనుకున్నారు కదా.
అమెరికన్ ఐటమ్ మన ఊళ్ళకి తిప్పేద్దామా?
కాస్ట్యూమ్ కుస్తీయా? నన్ను వదిలేరా బాబు.
రే, కాస్ట్యూమ్ రెస్లింగ్ అనేది ఫుల్ గా సీనేరా. అద్దరిపోయే మ్యూజిక్ ఉంది.
కానీ అక్కడికి వచ్చేది ఎవరు?
నువ్వు చెప్పిన ముఖ్యమైన పని ఇదేనా?
ఏవైనా పనికొచ్చే పనులు చేయొచ్చు కదా.
మీరు నాతో ఏదో చెప్పారు, నాకు అది అర్థం కాలేదురా.
ఇదిగో ఇక్కడే మన రెస్లింగ్ రింగ్.
రే, మనకి తెలియని కుస్తీయా? రా తలపడదాం. ఇది మనం అనుకున్నట్టుగా లేదురా, వేరే లెవెల్లో ఉంది.
అసలు ప్రాబ్లం ఏంట్రా?
విక్టరీ రిలీజ్ అయ్యాడు. నేను నా కూతురుతో ప్రశాంతంగా ఉందామని జైలు నుంచి ఇక్కడికి వచ్చాను. మీరు చేసే బఫన్ ఫైట్స్ కి నేను రాను. నాతోనే ఉంటూ నాకు ద్రోహం చేస్తావా?
దాంతో వాళ్ళ కథని ముగించేస్తా, కుటుంబంతో సహా ఫుల్ పవర్. నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్రైడే ఫైట్ నైట్, the biggest Friday fight night.
ఏం ఆలోచించకండి, చావో రేవో తేల్చుకుందాం.
వాళ్ళతో తోలుకోవాల్సి పెట్టుకుంటే ఎవరికైనా ఇస్తారా?
ఇంగ్లీషా? భయపడకండి, నేను బాగానే నేర్పించాను. కొన్నేళ్ల క్రితం వాటర్ పని మొదలు పెట్టాలనుకున్నారు కదా.
అమెరికన్ ఐటమ్ మన ఊళ్ళకి తిప్పేద్దామా?
కాస్ట్యూమ్ కుస్తీయా? నన్ను వదిలేరా బాబు.
రే, కాస్ట్యూమ్ రెస్లింగ్ అనేది ఫుల్ గా సీనేరా. అద్దరిపోయే మ్యూజిక్ ఉంది.
కానీ అక్కడికి వచ్చేది ఎవరు?
నువ్వు చెప్పిన ముఖ్యమైన పని ఇదేనా?
ఏవైనా పనికొచ్చే పనులు చేయొచ్చు కదా.
మీరు నాతో ఏదో చెప్పారు, నాకు అది అర్థం కాలేదురా.
ఇదిగో ఇక్కడే మన రెస్లింగ్ రింగ్.
మనకి తెలియని కుస్తీయా రా తలపడదాం. ఇది మనం అనుకున్నట్టుగా లేదురా, వేరే లెవెల్లో ఉంది.
అసలు ప్రాబ్లం ఏంట్రా?
విక్టరీ రిలీజ్ అయ్యాడు. నేను నా కూతురుతో ప్రశాంతంగా ఉందామని జైలు నుంచి ఇక్కడికి వచ్చాను. మీరు చేసే బఫూన్ ఫైట్స్ కి నేను రాను. నాతోనే ఉంటూ నాకు ద్రోహం చేస్తావా?
దాంతో వాళ్ళ కథని ముగించేస్తా, కుటుంబంతో సహా ఫుల్ పవర్. నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్రైడే ఫైట్ నైట్, ద బిగ్గెస్ట్ ఫ్రైడే ఫైట్ నైట్.
ఏం ఆలోచించకండి, చావో రేవో తేల్చుకుందాం.
వాళ్ళతో తలకోలతో పెట్టుకుంటే ఎవరికైనా ఇస్తారా?
ఎస్, నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్రైడే బిగ్గెస్ట్ ఫైట్ నైట్ కాబోతోంది తెలుగులో కూడా అన్నమాట. సో ఆ బిగ్గెస్ట్ ఫ్రైడే ఫైట్ నైట్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది అంటే మీరు సినిమాలో చూడాల్సిందే. సో డిఫరెంట్ క్యారెక్టర్స్ మధ్య జరిగే ఆ రెజ్లింగ్ని చూస్తే నిజంగా ఐఎమ్ ష్యూర్ అలా స్క్రీన్కి కట్టి పడేస్తుంది అనమాట. సో ఆ రింగ్ మధ్యలో జరగబోతున్నటువంటి ఫైట్ మాత్రమే కాదు, ఆ ఎమోషన్స్ కూడా ఎలా ఉండబోతున్నాయి అనేది మనం సినిమాలో చూడాలి. బికాజ్ నేను ఇందాకే చెప్పాను, వన్ ఆఫ్ మై ఫేవరెట్ రోల్స్ ఇన్ ద ఫిల్మ్ రోసమ్మ. నిజంగా ఎంత క్యూట్ ఉంది అసలు. whenever she comes on screen, no, just glued, my eyes glued to her with her eyes actually. So Rosamma is the soul, I can say, yeah, of the film. I mean, సూపర్బ్. అంటే ఏముంది, స్పోర్ట్స్ కొట్టుకోవడం ఇది ఓన్లీ బాయ్స్కి యూత్కి అని అనుకోవచ్చు. బట్ యునో ద ఎమోషన్ ద ఫిల్మ్ క్యారీస్, డెఫినెట్గా మొత్తం ఫ్యామిలీ ఆడియన్స్ చూసినా కూడా కనెక్ట్ అయ్యేంత మంచి ఎమోషన్ తోటి ఈ చిత్రాన్ని మన ముందుకు తీసుకొస్తున్నారనమాట. సో ఐఎమ్ ష్యూర్ ఈ సినిమా చూడడానికి చాలా రీజన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. అండ్ అఫ్ కోర్స్ మా వండర్ఫుల్ యాక్టర్స్ పర్ఫార్మెన్సెస్ అండ్ ఈవెన్ చిన్న పిల్లలు, మీ యంగ్ వర్షన్స్ చేసిన పిల్లల దగ్గర నుంచి అందరి పర్ఫార్మెన్సెస్ టాప్ నాచ్ ఉంటాయి. శంకర్ ఎహసాన్ లాయ్ గారి యునో మ్యూజిక్, ద లెజెండ్స్ వాళ్ళు. సో వాళ్ళు అందించినటువంటి బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ మ్యూజిక్, పాటలు అన్నీ కూడా అద్భుతంగా ఉన్నాయి. ద స్టోరీ, ద ఎమోషన్, దెర్ ఆర్ సో మెనీ రీజన్స్ టు గో ఇన్ టు ద థియేటర్స్ అండ్ ఎంజాయ్ అండ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ దిస్ ఫిల్మ్. సో మరి ఈ సినిమాకి సంబంధించి రింగ్ ఆఫ్ రౌడీస్ ఇప్పుడు స్టేజ్ పైకి వచ్చి మన ముందు చాలా విషయాలు చెప్పబోతూ ఉన్నారు. మలయాళం నుంచి జనరల్గా ఏ సినిమా వచ్చినా కూడా మనందరికీ చాలా నచ్చుతుంది బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దేర్ ఆనెస్టీ అండ్ ఆథెంటిసిటీ. సో డెఫినెట్గా ఈ సినిమా కూడా మనందరినీ Feb 13th నుంచి థియేటర్స్కి రప్పిస్తుంది అని ఆశిస్తూ ఇవాళ మరి ఆలస్యం చేయకుండా మా ముగ్గురు రౌడీస్కి స్టేజ్ పైకి వెల్కమ్ చెప్పేద్దాము. సో ఆలస్యం చేయకుండా రోషన్ మాథ్యూ గారు అండ్ విశాఖ నాయర్ గారు టు ప్లీజ్ వెల్కమ్, అండ్ ఇషాన్ గారు హార్టియెస్ట్ వెల్కమ్ టు యూ. ప్రవీణ్ గారిని కూడా వేదిక పైకి రావాల్సిందిగా రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాము. ఏషియన్ సురేష్ ఎంటర్టైన్మెంట్ ఈ చిత్రాన్ని మనందరికీ తెలుగు ప్రేక్షకులందరి ముందుకి రిలీజ్ చేస్తున్నారు. సో హార్టియెస్ట్ వెల్కమ్ టు యూ. వెల్కమ్ ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ మీ ముగ్గురికి కూడా. ఐ హోప్ యూ కుడ్ క్యాచ్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ సేయింగ్, రైట్? అర్థమైంది కదా, నేను మాట్లాడుకుంటూ వెళ్తున్నాను కానీ. సో గుడ్ టు సీ యూ. అండ్ ఐ థింక్ విశాఖ్ నాయర్ గారిని అసలు చాలా డిఫరెంట్గా ఉన్నారు. యూ సీమ్ టు బి సో డిఫరెంట్. వేర్ ఆర్ యువర్ గ్లాసెస్? ఐ మీన్ ఐ వాజ్ సో వరీడ్ ఇట్ వుడ్ గో ఇన్ టు ద ఐస్. ఓకే, సో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ఒక గ్రూప్ పిక్చర్కి వెళ్ళిపోదాము, దెన్ విల్ కంటిన్యూ ద చిట్ చాట్. సో ఫర్ ద మీడియా, గ్రూప్ పిక్చర్ ఫర్ ద మీడియా. డన్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. అండ్ ఐ థింక్ ఫస్ట్ ప్రవీణ్ గారు తెలుగు ఆడియన్స్ ముందుకి ఈ చిత్రాన్ని తీసుకొస్తున్నారు కాబట్టి ఒక్కసారి మీ నుంచి ఆ రిలీజ్ డీటెయిల్స్ అన్నీ చెప్పేస్తే ఒక క్లారిటీ వచ్చేస్తుంది అందరికీ.
నేర్పిస్తున్నాను. సో ఫిబ్రవరి వీక్ నేర్పిస్తున్నాను. సో ఫిబ్రవరి వీక్ ఈరోజు వీ హ్యావ్ లైక్ ఈ మంత్లో 2 రిలీజెస్ ఉన్నాయి. సో వన్ ఈజ్ విత్ లవ్, one is love story, and one next week February 13th is action, costumes, very action wrestling drama next week istunnam. So this will be a manchi action movie avuddi. That's it. Like we will be keep on getting you a good genres of movies from Asian Suresh Entertainments. Thank you.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అండి. సో ఫిబ్రవరి అంతా మనదే అన్నట్టే ఉంది. ఎస్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అండ్ కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్. సో ఐ థింక్ ముందుగా రోషన్ మాథ్యూ గారు ద వెట్రీ విల్ స్పీక్ నౌ. సో చాలా సినిమాలు మలయాళంలో ఆయన ఆల్రెడీ చేయడం జరిగింది, చాలా అద్భుతమైన రోల్స్తో. బట్ ఐ థింక్ తెలుగు ఆడియన్స్ని కొంచెం దగ్గరగా దిస్ టైమ్ యూ ఆర్ కమింగ్ క్లోజర్ టు తెలుగు ఆడియన్స్. సో హౌ డూ యూ ఫీల్ అబౌట్ ఇట్ అండ్ టెల్ us more about Chatha Pacha.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. థ్యాంక్ యూ to all of you for being here today, and to Asian Suresh Entertainment for making this happen. This is huge and it's so well planned, so beautifully organized. Thank you, that means a lot to us. Chatha Pacha is a very special film for all of us, purely because of the experience that we've had working on it. But over the last couple of weeks in Malayalam, we've been getting a lot of love from the audiences in Malayalam. So we are just generally happy with how people are connecting with the film and how they are finding it an enjoyable theatre experience. So we obviously want as many people in the world as possible to watch the film, and the film releasing in Telugu on the 13th of February here is a huge step in that direction. So looking forward to that very much. I know this is a place filled with cinema lovers, and I think there is a lot to love in Chatha Pacha. So please go watch the film, watch it with friends, watch it with your family, and have a great time in the theatres. That is what you can expect from this movie, a great time in the theatres. So
సూపర్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ రోషన్ గారు. అండ్ నౌ విశాఖ నాయర్ గారు విల్ స్పీక్.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. Thank you, ma'am, for that wonderful introduction. It was very sweet of you. This is the first time that I'm here in Hyderabad promoting one of my films. One of my earlier films called Officer on Duty had released in Telugu, and you know, I received a lot of love. The entire film had received a lot of love when that came out. But this is the first time that, you know, I'm here promoting a film. And thank you to this entire team. This is I really did not expect this when we thought we'd be coming to Hyderabad. Thank you so much for all of the support. As far as Chatha Pacha goes, Chatha Pacha, like Roshan said, is a film which, if you watch it in a packed theatre with your best friends, it will transport you back to your childhood. So if wrestling was a part of your childhood, if you're a 90s kid, if you're a millennial, or even if you want to show your little kids what you grew up on, then this is the film you should take them to. Thank you so much to this entire team, and I hope you guys really enjoy the movie. Thank you.
ఎస్, అఫ్ కోర్స్, ఈశాన్ గారు టు ప్లీజ్
అందరికీ
స్పీక్.
నమస్కారం. గాబునారా, కరెక్ట్? బాగునారా. Sorry, still learning, only landed today only in Hyderabad. Still learning dialogues. But very cool to be here. Thank you so much, Asian Suresh Entertainments. It's a dream for all of us to come here and promote our movie. It's the first time I'm ever promoting anything outside Kerala. And the way everything is set up, the way we've been treated, the way everything has gone is so smooth, and it's such an honor. And you know, everyone back in Kerala loves Telugu movies. In fact, Arjun, there we call him Arjun because we count him as one of us. So for us to be, you know, accepted by all of you all is an honor. And Chatha Pacha is everything to us. It's a movie we worked very, very hard on. There's a lot of us here who are not here today, especially Arjun. But from his side and from everyone in Chatha Pacha, that it's definitely going to be worth a theatrical experience. It's in a time where it's a little difficult to get people to come to the theatres. This is more than an invitation. This is it's a journey, it's an experience, and it's meant to be watched with your family and friends in a huge group. So yeah, see you in the theatres, hopefully.
Superb, thank you so much. I think we should talk about the legend Bullet Walter. Mammootty sir, playing a cameo, and I think అది ఇంకా నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్కి తీసుకువెళ్ళిపోయింది సినిమా గురించి. సో ప్లీజ్ షేర్ సమ్ మూమెంట్స్ ఆఫ్ Mammootty sir.
Yeah, until now, because of the fact that we kept it a surprise during the Malayalam release, we could never really speak about it properly. But over here, we can openly say that we have the honor of having Mr. Mammootty, as we call him, Mamuka, on our movie. And it was amazing. It was almost, it's very poetic in the sense that he just came back from his break, and the first day that he was on our set, he won the state award for Best Actor in Brahma Yugam. And us as, actors that are still finding our feet, at least for me, we look up to an actor like him who's been there, done that. He is the blueprint of what an actor should be. And cherished all 4 days of him on set and really soaked up the whole experience. I'm sure I can speak for the both of you on that. But yeah, it was awesome.
Absolutely, yes. And I'm sure our media friends are ready to ask you, questions to know more about the film and working experience. Most importantly, the wrestling part, how, got trained and everything. But just imagine this is the ring of Rowdies, and I want you to wrestle for us. Lobo is here, Little is, here. So I think, yeah, Vetri is here. You're referee, okay. So, no need mic, okay. So a small choreography of wrestling. Come on. Oh yeah, no. I will do that caution. I'll give that caution. Don't try this at home. Intlo prayatninchakandi. Come on. Don't try this at home, anta. Okay. Anyways, so yes, now the stage is open for interaction with the media. So let's begin.
Thank you.
Welcome to Hyderabad.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I have watched this film on 22nd Jan only in the Malayalam. There are some of the moments which have surprised me in the wrestling sequence and also the climax Mamuka cameo, the legendary. So, how Mamuka came into this picture of this in the climax, and how the proceedings are been done, and have you faced any challenges while making the shooting, like wrestling sequences?
So, Advait, as you know, this is his first film, but he is somebody with an exemplary vision. So, right from when he first narrated the film to me, at that point, Real World Entertainment, Shehan and Ishan are already part of the project. Right from the first narration, he said, we need somebody really special to do this cameo. We're thinking of and approaching Mamuka for this, and we're hoping that he'll do it. And among many of the other things that he narrated to me in that first sitting, I thought this was one thing that we can wish for, but it might not exactly work out, and we'll have to settle for something else, and that'll be okay. We'll still make the film work. But luckily, with the backing that Advait had with Real World and all of the other links that we had to Mamuka, it made it possible for us to approach him. I'm pretty sure it wasn't easy to convince him to do it. We actually had to send him footage that we had shot from the film. We showed him the whole interval fight sequence. He took his time to decide, but the moment he said yes, it was a really, really big moment and big confidence boost for all of us. This was while we were shooting for the film. And of course, at that point, Mamuka had been away for a really long time. So we were everybody in Kerala was just waiting for him to come back. And it truly meant a lot to us that it was 2 hours set that he came back. Being the superstar that he is, he could have chosen to come in and just stand there as Mamuka and shoot for those 4 days and go. It would have been equally impactful. But the actor that he is, he built a character. He came in as Bullet Walter, the character that he is playing, and he was so convincing and so effective. And we're all very, very grateful and thankful to him for doing that. It's especially special for Vishak and me because 10 years ago both of us worked with Mamuka as we were both starting off in Malayalam films, and this is our second with him, and it's just as inspiring, if not more, to work with that legend right now. In terms of the fight choreography and all, again, this was planned really well. We knew that it wouldn't be easy to get it. You can't go on set on the day of the fight sequence, pick up a choreography and do this. So we were working with two trainers that the production had hired, one called Shravan from Apians and one called Davis. So they were both working on getting our bodies ready to do the kind of stunts that Kale King Sin Master had choreographed for the film. So we did that training for 3 or 4 months, I think, and then before the shoot we would train in pretty much the exact choreography that he wanted in the film, and based on all of that, along with all like required safety equipment and a lot of assistance and love from Gale Master's team and everyone else on set, we also, I think, we can very confidently say that we put in our 100% to get the fights to look as good as they can.
And you are the transformation point for the whole film, where the interval changes the whole part of the template of the film. How the director convinced you, like till the first whole the film, at the end interval you will be getting entered. That how the director has convinced you for that.
So I know Advait from a project I did called Moton back in 2019. So right from then, I've always liked Advait. I knew that whenever he came to me with a subject, I will most probably do it because I mostly do projects for people. It's the people who I choose rather than the projects itself. This particular script though was so exciting right from when he first pitched it to me that I just felt like I had to be part of this. It only was second in my mind, figuring out which character I would play, what exactly my part in it would be. I just wanted to be part of the project. That's how excited I felt about the script at that point. And as far as like entering at interval and all is concerned, I feel like Vetri, in my short period of doing films in Malayalam and outside, Vetri has the coolest entry that I've ever had the good fortune of performing in front of a camera. So that made up for everything. Of course, there were like times when I felt like I wish I had a little more to do. When we were shooting The Ring and all of that, when we were shooting the fight sequences, like Vishak felt the same way. I felt the same way. That's just because shoot was a lot of fun. But given a choice, I would stick to Vetri. I think for me especially, Vetri is a very special character.
Vishak, yeah, you're the antagonist of the film, actually. The sequence which is near the beach, face of you and his brother. There, it's totally different from your previous films, this role. How it is relatable to your realistic life? Any moments since in childhood you have seen the WWE scenes and many things. Is there anything relatable in your life?
100%, because I think anyone who grew up in their 90s, we had some friends who interviewed us earlier, even they were saying when they grew up, you fought with your brothers and your cousin.
WWF.
Yeah, I'm sure you did it also, no?
Yeah, I did it with my brother.
So we all have done it. So I think this film gave us the, a chance to relive our childhood memories, in front of camera. So it was very special in that way. It was all the more special because of this wonderful team. My first film was in 2016. Roshan and I, worked together on that. Ishan is like a brother to me now because we met almost a year and a half ago. It's not every day that you find a team like this, where everyone is so invested that there is no ego, there is no backbiting, nothing. Everyone wants to make the best film possible, that's all. So I think that was what made Chatha Pacha so special to me personally. Does it, other than that, I don't think there's any other personal something that I can relate like that. I'm sure all of us have our own demons. I have my own demons when it comes to Chariyan as a character. He's a very insecure person. He's a very egotistical person. I'm insecure, but I'm not egotistical. So that's the only thing I can find from that.
Ishanji, first of all, congratulations for Malayalam success.
Thank you so much.
We loved your efforts of learning Telugu and speaking in front of us. That was too good, actually.
I'm sorry, I tried.
But it was too cute, actually. So tell us, how will be your characterization in this film and how audience will connect to that?
Just before I answer that question, can I just say one thing related to the previous question about Mamuka? I just realized that
Sure.
when we narrated the story to him, he actually agreed to do the movie in Hyderabad. It was in October when the director, the writer, the producer, yeah, he was shooting another movie called Patriot here. And we came here maybe around 30 minutes from here and we met him here. And so, in that sense, I guess the city is very lucky for us. And yeah, it's full circle now for us. Sorry to divert, but to go back to your question, ultimately the story is about brotherhood and a gang of friends and Cherian. But Little is the youngest of these three brothers, and he's the one who's trying to start this, basically the memories he had growing up, to bring his brothers back together and to start this wrestling club and this fandom of WWE that they had, and this background of Gata Gusti that they had, and to translate that into something. A very lively, very bubbly, a very energetic character, the life of the group. And it's been a really cool learning experience for me because this is the most screen time I've had in a movie, right? So it's a kind of experimental for me to see how the audience receives it. And I'm very happy that I've gotten a lot of love for it. And it's very interesting to see that there are some haters out there also. But but yeah, very humbled, very honored, very overwhelmed, and I'm really excited to see what the Telugu audience has to say about our movie, because even though it's a very regional, very rooted movie, it's a very universal concept. Our ultimate themes are friendship, it's brotherhood, it's nostalgia, something everyone goes through, something everyone of all cultures, of all regions go through. And if all goes well, I really think the audience will be able to resonate with a story like ours.
Definitely, our Telugu audience will always welcome the every language film like Manjmal Boys, like all the films were released in Telugu. Also, they were like super hit. I think your film also will make a big budget here. Also, huge congratulations and all the very best in
Thank you so
advance.
much.
And coming to Roshan ji. Actually, I really liked your voice. You have such a beautiful bass voice. Too good. Few of your films I have watched, like Ron, that one we watched. Too good. Your performance is like too good. So tell us, like, what is a special moment for you in this film to recollect again? It's what you will say.
In terms of like great memories from set, there are actually too many. I've never done such an exhausting yet like fun fight sequence for any film before this. And I think what I personally really enjoyed is that I had this one fight with Arjun, and both of us were like, I felt most amount of bonding happening between both of us while we were shooting a fighting sequence, not any of the other scenes before that. Particularly was very special. And then we went for a meal after that. We went and like took an ice bath after that. So it was like full, that kept going for 2-3 days. So that was great. But apart from because we've been talking about the fights a lot, and there's a completely different side to the story also, which one particular arc revolves around the character that I play, Vetri, and his daughter Rosa. Rosa is your favorite actor from the film, brilliant actor. I really enjoyed playing that storyline also. It wasn't anything like anything I've performed before in any of my other films. It was completely fresh, fully new emotional track. And in a film like Chatha Pacha, which moves at the pace and energy that it does, figuring out how to play those emotions was also a really fun experiment for me.
All the very best.
Thank you very much.
Actually, in 90s, we have seen that Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, Steve Austin, and Undertaker, all these stars. So, whom do you take in as inspiration for this movie? All these stars.
So there are different elements we've taken from a lot of different stars. There are elements from actually all of the stars that you've mentioned right now, I think, if I'm not wrong. So we've taken different elements and then put it all together, reassembled them, and like each character in this film actually has facets from more than one WWE superstar. We've just also added our own touch to it because this thing is happening in Kerala at the end of the day, and we wanted to ground the story there. So there are some references from there as well, something of the earth and something of these WWE stars that you love. So if you're an enthusiast, which it feels like you are, because I can see your eyes as you name these stars, I feel like once you watch the film, it'll also be really exciting for you to pick out, oh, where did that come from? Because all of these signature moves, finishing moves, little elements in costuming, styling, detailing, all of that is peppered all over the film, and not just for the 3 or 4 of us, for the entire gang that's doing the fights. Like I think you see all of them in one of the other posters.
Actually, I think this is the first time in Indian cinema, maybe wrestling. So, how it happened actually, this backdrop?
It started with the story is the director's story. So he had an idea of making this Western concept meet with our very rooted Kochi or Indian culture rather. So it was a vague concept like that. And from a production perspective, when we first met him, we found that very interesting as to how do these two worlds meet, And all of us growing up have had fights with our brothers and sisters in our beds and fighting pillows and watching 10 sports and WWE. So we felt like more than anything, the movie is original. Now, whether it's good or bad, it's up to us to make it and up to the audience to judge it. But it's a original movie where I've never seen something like this happen anywhere else. Like you said, first time in India. Maybe, I'm not sure, but maybe first time across the world as well. So the originality is what draws to it. And then after that, a small group became a bigger group where the writer joined in, when the direction team joined in, and the cast joined. And slowly it became a huge family where eventually everyone has a creative input in the movie. It's not like the dialogues are written by the writer and the shot is set by the director. Everyone has had a say and everyone has had their investment of time and effort into this movie. So yeah, that's how the process started.
Also, Ishan, from the producer's perspective, was there anything that you were not able to recreate because of the copyright issues?
Quite a few things like the logos were a little tricky where we didn't want to cross any lines over there. Is it? No, it's not here anymore, but yeah, we've messed around with it a little bit, but more than anything, it's not a copyright, it's a tribute. We want to, it's a note to WWE
For
rather
us
than...
it's a tribute, but they will consider it as
Absolutely, yeah, wherever they can take money, they'll... So, initially we used to copy, or rather like literally, yeah, copy some of their logos and all, but then in the later as the movie got bigger, we created our own just to avoid some things like that.
Praveen garu? Yeah. సార్ ఇప్పుడు అంటే తెలుగు డబ్బింగ్ విషయంలో చాలా కేర్ తీసుకుంటున్నారు, ఓకే, బట్ టైటిల్ అనేది ఎంతవరకు అర్థం అవుతుంది అసలు జనాలకి?
చేయరొద్దులేండి. టైటిల్ ఈజ్ గ్లోబల్ అపీల్ అండి. బేసికల్గా దే కెన్ టెల్ ద వెరీ జస్టిఫైయింగ్ పాయింట్. లైక్ టైటిల్ అన్నది పాన్ ఇండియా గ్లోబల్గా రీచ్ కావడానికి అంతే.
గ్లోబల్ రీచ్ ఓకే, బట్ అర్థం అవ్వాలి కదా జనాలకి. అది చెత్త పచ్చ అంటే ఇప్పుడు సడన్గా ఇప్పుడు ఏ అమలాపురంలోనే ఎవరో సినిమా చూడాలనుకుంటున్నారు, ఏమని చెప్పారు?
టగ్ ఆఫ్ వార్ లాంటిదండి. సో
అది మలయాళం మీనింగ్, తెలుగు మీనింగ్ వరకు అసలు అది.
No, what I will say to you is that it is global in the sense that it is not even something that Malayalis use every day. It is something new for Malayalis also. It's something that is very specific to Mattanjeri, Fort Kochi, the area we're talking about, but the rest of Kerala is also hearing this for the first time. So when they heard it, they were like, what is this Chatha Pacha, Pacha, Tata, Chatha Pucha? They were also mixing it up and became a tongue twister, and that itself made the curiosity build, and that made it all the more appealing to the audiences. Now that appeal, we didn't want to take it away when we translate it and dub it to other languages and make it lose its originality, because like I said earlier, our biggest strength is our originality. So I completely understand where you're coming from, where maybe changing the title will make it connect to the audiences more, but I think after watching the movie, I would say that keeping the title will make it connected to the audience more.
No, I understand the content and the intent, but only thing is the regional respecting the audience as well, it's much needed as well, because for Asian ఇంత ముందు కూడా వెటయాన్ కూడా సేమ్ ఇదే కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఇష్యూ జరిగింది. సో అప్పుడే చెప్పారు సురేష్ బాబు గారు కానీ రాణా గారు స్పెసిఫిక్గా చెప్పారు, లేదు నెక్స్ట్ నుంచి వచ్చేవి విల్ బి టేకెన్ కేర్ అని చెప్పి.
నెక్స్ట్ నుంచి టేక్ కేర్ చేద్దాం.
ఇప్పుడు ప్రతిసారి అదే ఆన్సర్ ఏంటి?
What is the takeaway points through this journey, enter this journey?
So takeaway points in what sense?
In your experience.
Through Chatha Pacha.
Yeah.
So through this film, I think one thing all of us have learned more than anything else is to try and find a team like this in every film that we do from now on. Because we're not simply saying that this film is very special to us. Right till the final cut, right till the copy was uploaded on Cube, all of us were, constantly checking up with the producer, the director, with all of, very, very tensed, and we are very invested in the film. That does not happen with every film. So as an actor, who is, just, growing in the industry, I hope going forward, you get more teams like this, more films like this, where everyone is willing to help each other, everyone is willing to push each other and get the best out of each other. So for me, that was my biggest learning.
Okay, good luck, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, hi, three of you. Actually, in social media, background music, they are talking about the background music, Shankar Restaurant Loy. There's no songs, if I'm not wrong, there's no song in the film. I mean, montage, it's going in the film, but everyone is talking about the music. So would you want to explain, share your views?
There are songs in the film, but songs fit into the story in a way that you can call it a montage sequence that has the backing of a song. But I feel like the songs themselves bring a lot of energy, and you can definitely feel it in a theater. My favorite out of the songs is the title track itself, and I remember the first time that I watched it at the edit suite. The moment the song started, because until then the film was running with reference music. The background music is done by Mujib Majid, which hadn't come in at that point, but this particular song was in place. So we were watching the film with reference music and all, then the song starts and suddenly like we all had goosebumps. And I'm not even in that sequence, so this is not like anything that's narcissistic, or it was just like a really cool song. And obviously it's like a dream come true for all of us. We've like, it's Shankar and Loy's music, we've carried it with us for so long, all of us. It might be different songs for everybody. I think Dil Chahta and also like on everybody's playlist. Mirzia is one of my most favorite albums. So for me, it was mad magic to have them work on this film and have them make the songs for this. And I think Mujib Majid equaled that and gave the film some really, really strong support. And there were some very, very tricky sequences, very tight emotional arcs, like I mentioned earlier, which Mujib has handled really well, very well in keeping with the energy and tone of the film also, which I don't think is easy to do at all. He had very little time to do it. He was also working just as hard, or if not harder than all of us. And I'm super happy that the audience is, pinpointing that, and, the appreciation is going where it's deserved.
Roshan garu, hi.
Yes. Hi.
So only wrestling backdrop, inbuilt any love story is there, sir?
There are 2-3 love stories actually. No, actually there's one. Yeah, there is one love story, which is also set in the tone of our film, very in keeping with the mood of the film, but there is a love story. You will enjoy it.
3 heroines are there.
Huh?
3 heroines are there.
3 heroines are there.
Thank you and all the best.
Done. Thank you so much to all our lovely media friends, and thank you so much మీ ముగ్గురికి కూడా for coming here and మా ముందుకి ఇంత మంచి సినిమా తీసుకొస్తున్నందుకు. సో ఈ ఇంటరాక్షన్ ద్వారా చాలా మందికి WWF బాగా పరిచయం అర్థమైంది. ఈవెన్ గర్ల్స్ ఆర్ ఫెమిలియర్ విత్ ఇట్ ఇన్ ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్ బ్రదర్స్. సో ఐ హోప్ అందరూ థియేటర్స్కి వెళ్ళి ఈ డిఫరెంట్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ని చూస్తారు అని ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తూ థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ఎవ్రీబడి, అండ్ థ్యాంక్స్ ఫర్ జాయినింగ్ హియర్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you to all of you.